All right, everybody, this is your boy My Wand at Dash Radio. Today we got one of Virginia's up-and-coming rising superstars, man. Young Chris in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes,
How
sir.
you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro. Nice to have you, bro.
Man, no, I'm glad to have you here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It was two things that really made me want to do this when they submitted you. A was that Kyrie Irving joint.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving too.
Yeah.
I heard one as well. Both crazy, but that. You have something, young Chris, you do not wait when it comes to your song.
Yeah.
You might let the beat breathe for like 4 seconds, maybe a fifth.
Yeah.
But you just come in, and what made me so excited to talk to you, bro, is you were like, you rap, and you remind me of the golden age of rap that I kind of grew up on. And I was reading, you're very inspired by like the older generations, right?
Yeah.
You've kind of studied the game?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Who is like some of your inspirations? Got you into hip hop?
Some of my main inspirations are like Comethazine, XXX, but like older, probably I would say Kanye. Kanye is cool, you know, like he's very inspirational, you know, from back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So
you hyped for Donda?
Yeah, Donda, yeah.
I'm hyped, man. I'm waiting.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
In 2 weeks, but I got a thing I do, Chris, in all my interviews.
Yeah.
I like to give the artists an album. These are albums of mine. I got like a CD collection upstairs. I can show you after.
Okay.
So what's funny is I brought you this album. I'm gonna start with album number 1.
Okay.
And I got you another album because I got too much respect for King Push.
Yeah.
First album I wanted to give you, man. I wanted to give you Lil Wayne's.
Oh,
The
snap.
Carter 4.
Okay.
Yours to keep.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
If I'm correct, you started, you really got heavily inspired to rap, listening, maybe not the whole album, but 6 foot, 7 foot.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. So like back in the day, like when I used to like live in Florida when I was like around 8 years old, like my dad, he would play Lil Wayne around the house all the time.
That's what I read.
Yeah, he played it all around the house, and then I watched the 6 foot, 7 foot video when he was coming out like the trailer and just recording it. Like it was crazy, bro. So like.
And that's why I wanted to, so everyone knows 6 foot, 7 foot's on here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever heard the whole album, but another cool thing is he has a graduation cap on here.
Yeah.
And I wanted to highlight that you were so successful, and you're honestly years ahead of the curve as far as like meeting you. You're a very like well put together, wise man.
Thank you.
But you're still in high school, right?
Yeah, I'm going on to my junior year in high school right now.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
I had nothing accomplished my junior year of high school, man.
Yeah.
Good for you to be able to juggle both.
Thank you, man. You know, it's kind of hard just juggling both sometimes because like I'm so focused on music and then like school comes into it too at the same time. So like
Absolutely.
I have to study and like make songs and
But that's like a big
that.
thing, right? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get high school done, knock it out the park.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to.
You got to, man. I
Yeah.
can tell you're a smart human being, you know what I mean? Which I think you'll do well in your rap career.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Of course, man. But look, so one of my favorite rappers ever is Pusha T. And upon coming in here, I saw he followed you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I watched one of your interviews and I read your bio. I didn't know he managed you.
Yeah.
So Push, if this does get to Push, even if it doesn't, I know Push doesn't rock with Wayne. And that's why I was like, I cannot just give young Chris a Lil Wayne album.
Yeah.
I had to make sure I laced you with that Hell Hath No Fury clips.
Yes, sir.
This is yours to keep too.
Thank you, bro.
This is one of the best rap albums ever.
Of all time.
Right?
Yeah.
So you said you were living in Florida, but you're from Virginia?
Yeah, I'm from Virginia. So like I'm born and raised in Portsmouth, Virginia. But like when I was around I think like 6, 7, 8, I moved to Florida for like 3 years and then I moved back to Virginia.
And then you went back.
Yeah.
Okay, because that, to me, Virginia, I'm going to say this once, I'll say it 100 times over. Virginia is the most underappreciated area that, you know, of hip hop, whatever you say. Between Pharrell Williams, Chad Hugo, Shay Haley, Timberland, Magoo, Missy, Push, Malice, like Virginia doesn't get enough respect
at all.
And I think you know, it's your time to kind of put the area back on the map.
Yeah, for sure. Like most definitely, my main job, like in being like a rapper and being successful is just like putting on like my city and the state. So like I want to put the state on like a pedestal, so like people like look out for Virginia next time. Like
absolutely
to be like, yo, is there any more rappers like Young Chris, more people like Chris Brown coming out of
Absolutely. Oh yeah, Chris Breezy. I
Chris
forgot
Brown.
from Virginia too.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
something in the water. There is something in the water in Virginia, man. I wish my parents would have taken me there when I was a kid and just let me grow up there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like spending so much of your life in Virginia impacted your music in any way? Did Virginia have to do anything with your sound?
Yeah, really, I found out about like the DMV sound because like as like a whole from like Zanman, this rapper named Zanman. But like growing up in Virginia, like people wasn't really doing like a lot, so it made me want to be like, yo, let's like go crazy, let's do something, you know. There was some people doing stuff like modeling and rapping and all that different type of stuff, mainly modeling, but like I was like, yo, it's time to make a mark, you know.
Yeah, right. Because Virginia has made such an impact on music. It's just not as like widely talked about. Like, I don't understand how people don't. When we talk about New York, LA, Atlanta, like Virginia, just off the strength of Pharrell would have to be there.
Yeah.
And then Timberland and then Missy and everything that they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you had a wait? Actually, how did you get caught up or tied in with Pusha T? How did that whole thing happen?
Okay, so my A&R at Columbia Records, he called me one day while I was at my friend's house. He was like, "Yo, do you want Pusha T to be your manager?" Out of nowhere, I'm like,
Yo, call
yes.
me, fam. I got to answer to that question too.
Yeah. But now I was like, yeah, of course, bro. Like, obviously, like, you know, Pusha T's a GOAT.
Done deal, yeah.
So, like, a couple days later, hopped on a phone with him, you know, talked about business and, like, his vision with me, and then we're here now.
Beautiful. Have you met in person yet?
Yes, yeah.
How is he? Is he cool?
Yeah, he's down-to-earth guy. He's just
like...
like...
he'd be scary, man. I feel like he walks around like a brick of cocaine in his left fucking pocket.
He's a cool dude, bro. He's just a regular guy, honestly.
That's dope, man. And not to say that like you guys sound the same, but for you to be, you're 16, right?
Yeah.
Right now, this younger generation of rap doesn't traditionally sound like that generation of rap, but you do.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't hear the right songs, but I don't hear you doing a lot of melodic rap on autotune. You're rapping, like you're rapping.
Yeah.
Would you say you were inspired by Clips, Push, and what they did?
Yeah, I respect what they're doing, but I wasn't like fully inspired by it. Like I always respected like they're GOATs for sure. But like I was really inspired by like some like newer artists like Comethazine X, like I was saying, and then like Ski Mask, the Slum God, he be rapping real fast and stuff. So it made me wanna.
Oh, that's true. You do got that in you,
Yeah.
Now, is there a reason why you don't let the records breathe? I love it, but you every song of yours I heard the beat for 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Young Chris came in hot. Is that your style?
Honestly, I didn't even notice it at first until like tons of people kept talking to me about it. So like, really, but with beats, my beat selection is just I'm very, very picky with beats, you know. So when I find a beat that I really like, I want to rap on it. So like I'm not trying to waste no time or leave no space. I'm just simply trying to rap on it.
I fuck with it. No, it's smart too, because these days attention spans, like when I was, you know, consuming music back in the day, we'd watch the whole music video. Yeah. Now we're consuming everything 12 seconds, 15 seconds on TikTok. So you gotta come in hot.
Yeah, honestly, like, bro, if you're not doing it in a short amount of time to catch people's attention, like you got to do it like short and like big, so like everybody when they see it, they're like, oh, this is cool, I got to see more of it.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
So yeah.
Now let's talk about, you've conquered a few things, man. One, I want to applaud you for continuing school and like getting that done and dominating the chapter, like the rap game that you're in. Like you're crushing it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But you really did your thing on TikTok as both like a creator and if I'm correct, your first sound you threw up on TikTok was Kyrie Irving, right?
Yeah, it was Kyrie.
Didn't it get over like 1.7 million plays or something, like 1.7 million?
Yeah,
plays?
on SoundCloud, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So what did Young Chris do that you know the other 100,000 people who dropped the song that day? What did you do to make that happen, or was it just chance?
Honestly, I feel like it was a bunch of factors of things. So like when I posted the TikTok that day, I made the caption like, this is how to blow up your song in 24 hours. So like it just caught people's attention, you know, like, okay, this is how you blow up your song in 24 hours.
I'm learning myself. So that was the caption, or that was some shit you wrote on the screen.
Well, that's something I wrote on the screen,
Okay,
and then
I'm
on the
doing that
caption I just
tonight.
said, "Watch this." Like it was just something simple, but like it caught people's attention, so it made them want to listen to the song. And then also in Kyrie Irving, the sample is what is it? Persian Rugs by Jacquees. So like
Yeah,
people like that song a lot. So
so
it just made them want to listen.
They have already heard it kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that's smart.
Yeah.
I'm about to put a TikTok video out tonight. I'm gonna say, watch this. You won't believe what's gonna happen at the end.
Yeah.
Keep watching, I swear. Well, okay,
Yeah.
good to know, because to me that wasn't chance. Like it could have been just pure luck. I know
Mm-hmm.
people who have just, by God's will, would not blew up on TikTok, but you went 1 for 1. Like your first record you put out, if I'm correct, right, on TikTok at least.
Yeah, on TikTok, yeah.
That's crazy, man. And how did it feel when you got the album out? Everybody Hates Chris.
When I put that out, I was just like, I was hyped. I just wanted to see everybody's reaction to it,
Yeah.
so I can see what I need to do better and what I didn't do
And you
like
got
less of.
great reaction to it, at least from me. Honestly, incredible.
Yeah, honestly, like my favorite song up there probably has to be Kyrie Irving too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really hits hard.
Yeah, it's just like a catchy song. Like everybody loves that song.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Why Kyrie? You like him a lot? You're like a big fan, or it just happened to be?
Kyrie Irving, like he's like one of my favorite basketball players, and then at the same time, there's like a lot to say about him. Like
Absolutely.
you can cross up, shoot like
Yeah,
Kyrie.
yeah.
You know, like so he does a lot. So
Yeah. I'm a Boston Celtic fan.
Yeah.
Kyrie, I still got beef. I know you're never gonna see this, but just for life.
Yeah.
But no, he's definitely ill, and I think actually what he does on the court is very similar to what you do with art. He's very poetic. Like a lot of times, you watch a Kyrie Irving highlight in slow motion.
Yeah, it's
it's
just
poetry.
It's art, literally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's nice with the ball.
Yeah.
He's nice with
So
the art.
you're nice too on the court, right?
Yeah,
we
know.
shot a little bit
You know
back
what I'm
there.
saying? Yeah, I'm like a mini Kyrie Irving, if I'm not even lying.
mini Kyrie?
Basically, yeah, because like, bro, back in middle school, I used to start, right? Back in 8th grade, I was like a starting power forward, but like I would move it like Kyrie. So basically, I'm
You
good.
had that little twist of the twist of the arm, okay.
Yeah, but I haven't played basketball in like cool little couple months, so like I'm kind of rusty right now, but we still smooth.
No, I'm sure you're still nice.
Yeah.
But how? Because you're young, man. And I don't mean to say that in a negative way. I think it's so amazing for you to accomplish as much as you accomplished.
Yeah.
This much time. When did you start?
I started rap. Well, really, I always wanted to rap like my whole life. Ever since like
you
the
knew.
yeah, I just knew I was gonna be a rapper. But I really started like getting on my grind around like 2019.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. 2 years ago.
yeah,
You did all this.
yeah.
Wow.
It's insane.
So you came out with singles, right?
Mhm.
And then what shifted to make you say, okay, it's time to do Everybody Hates Chris. I'm doing the album. Because you had a long list of singles.
Yeah.
What was that shift?
So basically, single after single after single, I'm just putting everything out, not worrying about anything, just putting it out. And then people are like, we need an album, we need a tape, we need an EP. And I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I can make a whole bunch of songs, put it together, and put it out as an EP. That was really my thought, like my thought process.
When you
I didn't
dropped
have
it.
I didn't have no like real direction of the tape. I just wanted to put some songs together, then put it out. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It worked. It's a dope tape. A lot of twos.
Yeah.
One interesting thing I noticed, a lot of your songs you do, Kyrie Irving 2.
Yeah.
There was a couple other ones too. Are we gonna ever get a Kyrie Irving 3, or is it gonna all be done at the 2?
Yeah, people been asking for a Kyrie Irving 3, but I'm thinking there's not gonna be one. But if people really, really want one, then
Nah,
I'll do
man,
it.
I'm a Celtics fan. He did us dirty. He did us dirty.
Yeah.
Kyrie already got 2 records, man.
Yeah, can't have 3.
Nah, let's get a Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown joint. I'll fund the mixtape, dog. No, I'm playing. I'm not funding nothing. No,
I feel
but let's talk about your label situation. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate
Columbia?
that. Yes, sir.
In 2 years, you went from dropping records to getting signed
Yeah.
to Pusha T as your manager.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm very blessed, very, very blessed.
Jesus, but you are absolutely blessed. But you must be hard working.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're a leader in your generation? Like when you were in middle school, high school, have you always been a leader?
Well, in school, I've always been like the popular kid that was just like.
You just had to flex on
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
else.
Yeah, I
So
was just
nobody
like-
hated Chris.
No, it was just like the TV show. I watched the TV show a lot, so
Yeah,
like, it
I
was
can
cool.
imagine.
But yeah, in school I was like kind of like the popular kid, like the pretty boy. But like everybody knew that I rapped and stuff. So
Okay.
like yeah, basically.
But like you must, yeah, that makes sense. Because to me, to get to where you are this quickly and to do it like no gimmicks, you're not on like Instagram lying
No.
like other rappers. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
it seems like genuine.
Yeah.
So to get there, I think you've always had to have been the biggest personality in the room.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Well, yeah, sometimes I'm like a little antisocial, but like when I'm by myself and like a camera in front of me, I'm like the most intended person ever. Cause like back then I used to want to be like a YouTuber and stuff. Like have like reactions.
Thank God he started rapping.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong. YouTubers, bro. Someone just told me his YouTuber he works for makes $250,000 a month. So
it's crazy.
Say nothing, but I'm glad you rap because you do it well.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Now, how does it feel? One of my favorite quotes I've heard is every mountain peak is another valley. Meaning, like once you hit that top, now you're in a different room. You know, like Big Sean said one time, he's like, I never felt poor until I was with Jay and Diddy. So how does it feel now that you went from high school, you were the man in every room, and I'm not saying you're not the man now, but now you have to prove yourself in all these other rooms with these other artists. Feel a little intimidated, or you confident? How does that feel to go from that to this?
Yeah, I mean it's slightly intimidating, just slightly, but I'm like, hard work. I'm gonna get there, So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna just prove myself simply.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just you're just like they're gonna. Your game will speak.
Yeah, my game will speak.
For
Yeah,
itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Has Young Chris done any live shows yet?
No, I haven't.
You haven't done any live shows?
No, not yet.
Ooh, we got something lined up soon, I imagine.
No, not yet. But like when I do, then it's gonna be crazy.
Okay, you're just waiting.
Yeah, I'm just
to
waiting.
Get it right.
Yeah, just sitting back.
I think you gotta do your first show back in Virginia.
That's what I'm thinking.
And then come back out here.
Yeah,
LA.
myself.
You got to be in LA.
Yeah.
The reason I knew you probably hadn't done a live show was the pandemic. Like you started 2019 from what I saw, and you blew up 2020.
Yeah.
It was like there was nowhere to do shows. How did the pandemic affect Young Chris's music?
Yeah, it's crazy because everybody says the pandemic just like made everything go down, money go down, all that attention went down. But like for me, it went up. Cause
I know.
Yeah, for the pandemic, it just like. It made me like want to focus on like my rap and stuff because nobody was doing nothing. Everybody was in the house and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, what can I do to like actually make an impact on anything, So I just locked down and then.
So it sounds like the pandemic did well for you and your music.
Absolutely.
I've been saying this in a lot of my interviews. A handful of people who came up in 2020, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And our guy, Young Chris, man, 2020 was a good year.
Yeah, very,
for your
very.
boy.
Yeah.
So I had a random question too, man. I went to Spotify. There was a record on there that was an instrumental.
Yeah.
Was that by design? Was that like an accident?
Nah, it was all right. So basically, I feel like people can upload different songs to my Spotify and stuff.
Oh, they just tagged you on it.
Yeah, I don't think I did. Well, I didn't do that at all.
They must have had your if they have your IRSC or whatever, it's like your social security number as a
of music,
musician, like your ASCAP or your BMI. If they had that, they might have got that from somebody. It's not, they can't do anything bad with it, but claim your own songs.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering, I was like, how'd you put an instrumental out? And I wanted us to also clear it up for anyone who does watch this interview and go back and like, what is this song?
Yeah.
So whoever that was, man, take that off Spotify.
Yeah, take that shit down, bro.
I listened to that shit for 2 minutes waiting for this dude to spit. Swear to God. I kept listening and I'm like, yo, this is dumbass artistic. He's gone a minute and a half without saying nothing. And I'm like, it's coming. And the way you rap is you come in so quickly, I was waiting. You never came on the record.
Nah, that just gave me an idea though, like how like minute and a half I
wait
didn't
a
say
minute and a
that.
half.
Yeah, that just really gave me an idea.
That shit?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be crazy.
Another exciting thing, man, Lil Tecca.
Yeah.
How did that come together?
So Lil Tecca, literally this just happened like a couple of days ago. All right, so basically, I'm in the studio with Internet Money. Taz Taylor, Nick Mirror. Yeah, shout out them.
Great people.
Yeah, cool people. Rio, all them people. I'm in the studio with them. Rio cooks me up a beat. He cooks me up 2 beats. So I hop in the studio and I just start recording up there. I'm recording for like 30 minutes. I record like 2 half songs, like half of like 2 songs. So like in the middle of me recording, I look down. I'm just trying to fill out the beat, and then I look back up. I see Lil Tecca in the studio.
Just showed up?
Yeah, he just showed up, and I'm like, dog, what the fuck is going on, bro? It was just crazy. And then like I'm talking to my manager after. He's like, I told Taz about you and Tecca wanting to link up, and he was like, all right, bet. So Taz texted Tecca to pull up.
Wow! Shout out to Taz.
Yeah, shout out to Taz.
So did you and Tecca get to work together?
Yeah, we made a song.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, we made it hit.
Because Tecca is one of those newer age artists, which I say this in my interviews. I don't disrespect any hip hop artist, but Tekka also really raps to me. Like,
Yeah.
you guys, there's a certain rapper, you know what I mean? Like, he's dope. So
Absolutely.
that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and the song it's not even like a Tekka type of style. It's like totally different, but he still spazzes on it.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
he still goes
Is it
crazy.
more your style?
Yeah, it's more my style.
Okay,
but like
so
he still went.
no gimmicks,
stupid.
no fucking games.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a 3-minute song, and you guys gonna be rapping from the beginning to the fucking end.
Real deal, real deal.
Yeah, man. Young Chris, who else are you trying to work with? Let's manifest some shit right now.
Comethazine. That's going to happen.
That's gonna happen for
Yeah.
sure.
Um,
He said your name 3 times this interview. We gotta make this happen,
on
Comethazine.
God, but nah. Who else? Dang, I like a lot of people. A lot of underground rappers,
What about producers?
producers. I want to work with Pierre Bourne.
Yup.
Pierre is hard.
Gotta make that happen.
Name, my mind's going blank right now.
Well, you gotta get with the Neptunes at some point.
You said who?
The Neptunes.
Who's that?
Pharrell.
Oh, Pharrell.
My bad.
Oh,
My
yeah,
bad. Yeah, we'll cut that out. No, I'm
Yeah.
playing. But I would love to see you work with them because
Yeah.
they produce all the clip stuff.
Oh.
Everything Clips ever did, anything with their name on it, minus like this one album, they did. And I think you would spaz on some Neptunes tracks. And I know Pharrell Williams will fuck with you because you're from Virginia and you're
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, that would be fire if I were to met like Pharrell Williams. That would
Bro,
be
as
crazy.
my people say, inshallah, man. Pharrell, the second he sees you and hears you, bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
gonna be in the studio with them.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Now, if young Chris wasn't rapping, what would he be doing? It's a tough question to ask you because you're younger.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't rap, what was it gonna be?
I think about this all the time. Like, what would I be doing if I wasn't rapping? And before rap, I was doing like tons and tons of sports, and like I was playing instruments and stuff. I used to play trumpet, cello, all that different type of stuff.
Oh shit, are you producing?
Nah.
Why
I
not?
tried it. I
Learn
tried
it.
it though. I tried
You're
it.
still young, man. You're 16.
Yeah.
You'll be a Grammy-winning producer in no time, bro. I'm
Yeah,
telling you. You're
for
still
sure.
young. You got
Yeah, I'm
time.
gonna learn it. But if I wasn't doing rapping, I'll probably be doing sports. Like
Okay.
I'll probably be trying to do that. But like I'm not really good at sports, so I don't know. It's really
You
confusing.
gotta have faith, man. Isaiah
Yeah.
Thomas is 5'9".
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas is my height, putting up 80 points in the True League.
That's crazy. That's
Crazy,
insane.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, man. So what do you got coming out next? I know you just did the record with Tekka. Everybody Hates Chris has been out for a year now, right? I don't know if it's been a whole year, but it came out 2020.
Yeah, around like 9 months.
Okay,
8
so
months.
what's next? What's next on the horizon?
Well, we got Blood on the Leaves, my most popular song coming out soon.
Wait, the song is not out yet?
No, it's not out
You
yet.
said it's your most popular song?
Yeah.
does
Yeah,
that
it's
work?
like it's unreleased, but it's going crazy on TikTok right now.
Oh, so that's how it works now. You guys are putting records out on TikTok.
Yeah.
To where, so I can only hear like a 12-second clip, I imagine. And then I gotta wait for the whole song.
Yeah, and when you get the
I'm
whole song,
learning
you just
so
gonna
much
fall
from
in
this.
love.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, and then after that, I'm looking forward to dropping like a tape soon.
Okay.
Everybody Hates Chris too.
Everybody Hates Chris too?
Yes, sir.
Woo! I can't wait. I can't wait,
But this
man.
one's gonna have like thought behind it and actual like direction. So like it's not gonna be just tons of songs just jumbled together. It's gonna have like a vision.
Yeah, kind of like the way Kendrick on like Good Kid, Mad City. It's almost like a movie.
Yeah,
At the same
absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm gonna say, bro, is I saw a dude on either TikTok or Instagram saying all your flows sound the same.
Yeah.
This dude must have some earwax deep in those ears, bro. People are tripping if they think you sound the same. It's obviously, just hating and social media
Yeah.
beef, but how do you kind of try to block out all that noise?
I block it out just by like not really reading comments on TikTok because like I read like the top 10 comments up there and then
It
just
gets
stop.
nasty, bro.
Yeah, I mean TikTok is like a toxic place. It's really toxic.
Super toxic.
Yeah. So like I don't really read that many comments. I get like hating DMs sometimes. I just don't really look at it. But like when like I'm feeling bored, sometimes.
What made you respond? I gotta ask. What made you respond? Because I know there's so much shit that comes out of artist's way.
Yeah.
Let alone a rap artist, where like we're the rappers, you're the most critiqued people in the world, like whatever. What made you say, nah, fuck that? I'm coming at your neck.
Because honestly, like, all right, there's two parts to this. So like basically, somebody tagged me in it, and he was really hating for like no reason. Like I didn't say anything to him, so it was just like no reason at all. And then also I was
Yeah,
really
his video
bored.
was very arbitrary hate.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? How did you do that?
But nah, and at the same time, I was just bored. So I was like, you know what? if I posted this on Instagram, people gonna be laughing at it. It's really just to boost me up, make people laugh. And honestly, I wasn't actually mad or anything.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was just wondering. I was like, of all the people, you're smiling at the dude who like did a video in his bathroom.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, young Chris. I was like, bro, why are you doing a video in your bathroom anyway?
Yeah, I wasn't genuinely mad. I was just thinking about the people and seeing how like I know they would laugh, so like I would just do it. Plus, I was bored, so.
Yeah. Well, hey, it worked, man. It was. I saw it all over the web, like when I looked you up.
Yeah.
You know? Young Chris, man. I'm so glad you came in.
Thank you.
If anybody hasn't tapped in yet, Everybody Hates Chris is out. It's been out.
Sir.
Great project.
Yes, sir.
Even prior to that, if you fall in love with that, you can go back and listen to Kyrie Irving 1. Dip. It's called Dip, right?
Yeah,
the
Dip.
Remix, super fire. Like you have a body of work.
Thank
and
you.
You're 16, so I'm really excited to see where you go with that.
Yes, sir.
I can't believe you're 16. Shout out to your pops. Like you raised a wise man.
Yeah.
Beyond your years. So where can people find you on the gram, everywhere?
Y'all can follow me at Young Chris, yvngxchris.
Okay,
Yeah.
yvngxchris. Young Chris, y'all got to
Yes,
tap
sir.
in. Everybody Hates Chris coming out, or Everybody Hates Chris 2 will be next.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
wait for it, man.
Yes, sir.
Tell Push I said what up, please.
I got you.
Push, if you see this, I only gave him this because he fucked with 6 foot, 7 foot. I swear, bro, you're my favorite rapper. I fuck with Wayne. I'm not gonna lie, but I had to give you this, and I think this needs to be your like goal. Hit this point because this was huge. This put Virginia on the map.
Yeah.
This is Virginia produced, Virginia rappers.
Oh, that's crazy.
And you're up next, man.
Yeah.
The torch has been passed.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Most definitely. I appreciate that.
Of course, man. Everybody, this is my Juan. This is Young Chris Dash Radio. Check
Yes,
us
sir.
out. Tap in, and we'll be back soon.
Yes, sir.
My man.